This is Math Expressions, Unit 7, Lesson 9. This is the last lesson of this unit. And let's start off with our name, number, and the date up there. And then when you're ready to go, let's go ahead and start. All right, so this lesson is very different from the previous lessons. This lesson is going to go back to looking at area and perimeter. So just a really quick reminder, area is the length, or sorry, is the number of squares that could cover a shape, and we get that by multiplying length times width. So if we were to take this and connect the dots like this, and then connect these dots as well, what we're going to get is we're going to get a bunch of little squares. And so we go, how many tall is this? What's the length? I don't know. What's the length here? And it is 6. So this is a 6 by, how wide is it? 8. So 6 by 8. And if we multiply, right, this is one group of 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 groups of 8, right? Oh, actually, sorry. This one is actually 6 groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm looking at A is 6 groups of 6, right? A is 6 groups of 6, and that is 36. And we have to say squares, right? And we're counting feet, so I can put feet. Because we're really counting the little squares. Area means the little squares, the squares that can cover us, right? So that's area. Perimeter, P equals the distance around. So it's A plus B plus C plus D. If it's you're just kind of going around. So if I always like to pick a corner, and then I kind of count the hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So, and this, it is 24. And this, it's not squares, right? It's just lines or linear feet. So we're just kind of like adding the sides, right? Side A plus side B plus side, right? It's just adding those together. That's what perimeter is. All right. So I just did, what is the perimeter of A? And we just said the perimeter of A is 24 feet. All right. So then I'll erase these, and you can go and then you can go, what's the perimeter of B? So go ahead and, like I would say, start at this corner and then hop your way all the way around, and don't forget those are part of B too, right? Because we're talking about this rectangle right here. And you can see those, right? So what is the perimeter of B? So pause the video and go ahead and answer that question, and then you can start it back up. All right, so now look at number 2. What's the perimeter of the combined garden? Now, you can't just add these two up here. We just can't add those two together because they overlap in this area right here, right? So is it going to erase? Yep. So they overlap there. So you have to kind of, we said 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? So you have to start over here again and then go all the way around it again. So go ahead and do that. What is the perimeter of the combined garden? So go ahead and pause the video, answer that, and then start it back up. Okay, so let's look at number 3. Number 3 says, will Joachim, oh yeah, because we're talking about Joachim's garden. Will Joachim need more fencing to enclose the 2 parts of his garden separately, or to enclose the combined garden? So basically what they're saying, what do those two equal? And compare that to what does that equal? And which is going to be more? Is it going to be the 2 separately, or is it the 2 combined? Right? And so go ahead and figure that out. Pause the video. I would say please show your work over in this area, and then put your answer on those lines for number 3. So pause the video, go ahead and answer that, and then start back up. All right, so look at number 4. Now we're talking about area, and I already did, like I said, I already did the area of A, and so that was 36. And remember, squares, and each square is a foot tall and a foot wide. So, and then so go ahead and what is the area of part B? And when you're ready, let's look at number 5. Okay, so number 5, what is the area of the combined garden? This one now you can just add these two together and get a total. This one you can. It's different than perimeter. So what is the combined area of both? So go ahead and put your answer there. And again, show your work over here. And then when you're ready, let's go on to number 6. Okay, so number 6 says, how does the total area of the two parts of the garden compare with the area of the combined garden? Okay, so basically they're saying, how do your answers to number 4 compare to number 5? And go ahead and pause the video and write that, your answer to there. How do those compare? And then when you're ready, we'll go on to the next page. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to the very last lesson of this unit. And actually, this is the last lesson of the books, so this is it. So go ahead and let's put our name and number up there and the date that you are working on this page. And when you're ready to go, let's continue. All right, so we're going to design a garden. We're going to design a garden, and we're going to use this dot paper below. So we're going to use this one right here. We're going to use this one over here later on, but so that one right there. So we're going to use the dot paper below to draw a different garden that has the same perimeter as Joachim's combined garden. So if you go back, so what is the combined perimeter? So it's number 2 right here. So your answer right here is what we are going to do. So the same perimeter as your answer for number 2. And then beside it, so next to it, just kind of maybe under this picture, so over here, draw a different garden that has the same area. So you're going to do 2 drawings in this top dot paper section, 2 drawings. One that has the same perimeter as Joachim's combined garden, and then one that has the same area as Joachim's garden. Okay, so use that dot paper, work on those, and when you're ready to go on, so pause the video, work on those, and when you're ready to go on, start back up. Okay, so now we're going to go on to this bottom section here. So number 7. So what is the area of your garden that has the same perimeter? Oh, okay, so what is the area of your garden that has the same perimeter as Joachim's garden? So you probably did a perimeter here and an area here, right? Perimeter here and area there. So what is the area of this garden that you did? What is the area of your garden? And so show that there. And when you're ready, we'll go on to number 8. Okay, so number 8 says, what is the perimeter of your garden that has the same area? So kind of go backwards. What is the perimeter of this, the one you did over here on the right hand side? What is the perimeter of that one? So go ahead and pause the video and write your answer for that. Okay, so number 9, last question here. We're going to use this dot paper now. We're going to use this dot paper on the right to draw separate areas within a garden where you would plant corn, beans, and tomato. Okay, so we need 3 areas. We need an area for corn that is 12 square feet. We need another area for beans that is 25 square feet. And then we need a third area for tomatoes that is 20 square feet. So draw 3 different areas, and they don't necessarily need to be connected. I don't think you need to be connected. Just 3 different areas. Corn, and label them. I would say label them corn somehow. Label them beans, and label them T for tomato. I mean, you could just use C, B, and A if you want to somehow to label those like in the middle, right? So go ahead and work on those, and that's the end of lesson 9. Great job, you guys.